Why do we act the way we do? This question has driven many psychological theories, but none quite like behaviorism. In the early 20th century, a young psychologist named John B. Watson grew frustrated with the limitations of introspective methods, which relied heavily on individuals' subjective reports of their own mental experiences. Watson argued that for psychology to be a true science, it needed to focus on what could be objectively observed and measured: behavior. In his pursuit of an empirical approach, Watson conducted one of the most famous experiments in psychology history, the Little Albert experiment. Watson and his team conditioned a baby, known as Albert, to fear a white rat, demonstrating the power of what we now call classical conditioning. Watson's groundbreaking work shifted the focus of psychology from the mind to behavior, marking the birth of behaviorism. His approach offered a new lens through which to understand why we act the way we do. Watson's work laid the foundation for a new approach to understanding human behavior, but the story doesn't end there. Enter B.F. Skinner, a man who would take Watson's ideas and push them to their logical extreme. Skinner, a Harvard psychologist, was a central figure in the development of radical behaviorism. He argued that all behavior is determined by its consequences, introducing the world to the concept of operant conditioning. Operant conditioning is a learning process where behavior is shaped and maintained by its consequences. Positive or negative, it's all about reinforcements and punishments. Skinner demonstrated this through his now infamous Skinner box experiments. He placed animals, usually pigeons or rats, in a box with a mechanism that, when activated by the animal, would deliver food. The animal's behavior of pressing the lever was reinforced by the reward of food, and thus it would repeat the action. Though revolutionary, Skinner's approach wasn't without controversy. Critics argued it reduced complex human behaviors to simple stimulus response mechanisms.
Hey, amazing viewers! If you're enjoying the content, consider subscribing, hitting the follow button, and giving it a thumbs up. Your support means a lot and helps us create more awesome content. Feel free to share your thoughts below. Thanks for being a part of this journey.
Skinner's radical behaviorism marked a significant shift in psychology, but it also sparked a great deal of controversy. The world of psychology didn't stay content with Skinner's version of behaviorism. Enter a new era, the cognitive revolution, where psychologists began to realize that understanding the processes inside the mind was just as important as observing behavior. This shift led to the rise of cognitive behavioral approaches, which aimed to blend the best of both worlds. One key figure during this time was Albert Bandura. Bandura challenged the traditional behaviorist view that learning is solely the result of conditioning. Instead, he proposed the social learning theory, suggesting that people learn not just through direct experience, but also by observing others and modeling their behavior. These advancements in thinking took behaviorism to new heights, integrating cognitive processes into the understanding of behavior. So, while our understanding of human behavior has certainly evolved since the days of Watson and Skinner, the groundwork they laid continues to shape the field. While behaviorism has evolved over time, its core principles remain influential in modern psychology. Behaviorism has left an indelible mark on the field of psychology, but what does its legacy look like today? It's evident in various spheres of our lives. Take education, for instance. Behaviorist principles are at the heart of many teaching strategies, such as positive reinforcement for good behavior and grades. In the realm of therapy, behaviorism has given birth to highly successful methods, like cognitive behavioral therapy, which helps people reframe negative thought patterns into positive ones. And let's not forget technology. Ever wondered why social media is so addictive? It's because it employs behaviorist principles of reward and punishment to keep users engaged. However, behaviorism is not without its criticisms. Some argue its focus on observable behavior neglects the complexity of human thought and emotion. Others say it oversimplifies the influence of genetics and environment on behavior. Whether you subscribe to its principles or not, behaviorism has undeniably shaped our understanding of human behavior, and that's something worth thinking about.